Harry, Peter, Spike. Do you remember when the days... if you touched the microphone, you'd have 10 BBC officials out. Leave that alone, that's BBC property, that. And there was a BBC plate.
All the pockmarks on it, like...
Yes. Used by Tommy Henley and Ted Ray. Where from, John?
From the top, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present the Goon... pronounce you, Burke. The Goon Show, open! We've been together now for 40 years, and it ain't been a day... Come in, folks! It was the kindest way out. Thank you all.
And now for an encore, Mr. Webster Smogpule will sing that lovely Mongolian saxophone solo for Cor Anglais and Cor Blamy, I Lost My Teeth in a Monastery Garden by Hurlston.
Let me like a soul... Oh, pardon me. Oh, let me like a soldier fall upon the field of battle.
We would like to announce that this was Smogpule's farewell appearance. But now to this week's great feature.
Chapter 1, 1939. I joined the colours. No, put me down.
We met in North Africa, Spike and I. I mean, we were mates, a couple of army mates. We laughed at the same things. And when I came out of the army, it was a dodgy business, trying to get work. I was determined not to go back to the office I'd been in before the war, as a pay clerk in an office in Swansea. So I came up to London, did an audition at the Windmill Theatre and got in. And Mike Benteen followed me into the Windmill Theatre. And I realised this fella's got the same sort of thing as Spike and I've got. So I went down to see him in the dressing room.
And we had 3 and 6pence between us. So instead of eating anything, we went, to keep out of the rain, to the nearest cameo cartoon theatre and stayed round about 5 times, falling about screaming with laughter. And from then on, we've been mates, completely. And then I was working with Harry doing Variety Bandbox, and I was writing him weird things. And the star of the show was Derek Roy, for whom Jimmy Grafton was writing. So he said, he wrote us a letter, and he said, our styles are clashing. Would you like to come down and talk it over with me? So we thought, great. Then we saw the address, Grafton Arms, Strutton Ground, near Victoria Street. And we thought, it's a pub. He owns a pub. So, of course, we'd go anywhere for beer in those days.
That's all it, please.
People who in show business would get a drink there. That was the essential reason for us being there. And we somehow or other gravitated there. I wasn't a drinker. I used to play the piano while they all drank. I remember that quite clearly.
It was coming together. There was Spike and I started, then I met Mike. So I introduced Spike to Mike.
And it grew. Anybody who played the windmill went to Grafton's, which was Mike, Harry Secombe, Peter Sellers, Larry Stevens, who knew Harry from the windmill, Tony Hancock, Alfie Marks, Graham Stark was a chum of Larry Stevens, and in the end, pretty well the whole of what was going to be show business for the next 15 years was upstairs at Grafton's. You've never seen anything like it. Young, mad, enthusiastic and wild.
Remember, we were all ex-servicemen. That was a big bond in those days. I don't mean a jingoistic bond. It really was a bond of mutual suffering, because we'd all been through it.
All so earnest about this war, all so desperately killing each other. It's a Goon Show, isn't it, with blood?
It's war, W-A-R, pronounced
War.
We, all of us, Mike Benteen, Harry, Spike and I, had this feeling that we had to do something. We had this thing inside us, we wanted to express ourselves in a sort of surrealistic form. We thought in cartoons, we thought in blackouts, we thought in sketches, we thought of mad characters, we thought of take a situation and instead of letting it end normally, let it end the other way, twist it around.
Moriarty. Take a letter in gargling fluid. To the Postmaster General. Dear General, according to the shape of my knees,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?